Welcome back to Godspeed Essay Consulting, where I'm here to help you with your college essays and your personal statement this fall. Once again, my name is Mr. Wood. Let's go to phase two. Let's talk about phase one, brainstorming. How'd it go? Do you have at least 5 moments you thought of to launch your school essay, your college essay, your personal statement? I believe you do. Let's move to phase two, as I said before. Let's draft the introduction, or at least talk about the introduction today. And it's time to pick one of your moments to write about it. Time to pick a topic. Hopefully you already have one. You got to at least maybe a couple there, like these are the ones. Hope so. Sidebar. Before we begin, I score the AP language and college essays every summer for College Board. I score over 100 essays a day. 100, sometimes 150. I can go 20, 25 essays that bore me to death until miraculously one pops off the screen. You know why? The first 3 sentences. Now, a college admissions officer does not read 100 essays a day. Don't panic. Maybe 20, but the possible problem still remains. How do you get the attention of the reader? How do you not bore them? Remember, your story matters. Those first 3 sentences, that introduction, this is your chance to tell your story. Your chance. Solution to the problem? You got to write some music. You got to make music in your writing. We'll talk about that some other time. But today, the intro, muy importante. 2 tips to follow when organizing your essay. Are you going to tell a straight narrative? Or are you going to weave together ideas in these moments and connect them? Something about your character, your life, something about your story. An example of this. A couple of years ago, one of my clients, a student who now goes to Georgia Tech, her overarching metaphorical connection that kind of weaved her stories together was crocheting. She loved crocheting. Since the moment she learned it from her grandmother to where it took her to as a senior in high school, she weaved together this connective tissue of crocheting. Another student I talked with last year and worked with last year, a narrative of a mission trip to Africa. It is up to you. What can you tell the reader? What can you showcase? How can you showcase your character, your identity, and why the college should want you to be a freshman on their campus? After you've decided and start writing, your introduction needs one of 2 things. Number 1, suspense or mystery. Or number 2, a conflict to be solved. Sometimes both. Why mystery or suspense? You want the audience to keep reading, wanting to follow the story and find out what happens next. What's the resolution to your conflict in your story? What's the mystery? What's the answer to it? How did you bring all these ideas you began with those first 3 sentences into a cohesive, reflective, wonderful essay? Back to conflict. Why conflict? Because conflict drives interest. Suspense drives interest. How's the problem solved? What did you learn from this problem? What did you learn that could put together this story about you? When writing introductions, many of my clients have chosen an extended metaphor to connect all their ideas, the story. Some, the mystery beginning. Some have even chosen a flashback approach. Let's look at some examples. Our first example is a very descriptive beginning, very descriptive introduction. The strong scent of petroleum surrounding us, the evening sun reflecting off the highest structures in sight, and a baby monkey in a remote-controlled car. All of these were eclipsed by one of the greatest sights my eyes had ever beheld. As a wave of recording phone screen settled, I caught a glimpse of its amethyst paint. Soon, sound and sight harmonized into a rolling embodiment of my grandest dreams. See a little bit of mystery there? Where is he going with this introduction? This is one example. Let's look at another one. I would call this the flashback method. Here they were, the land of opportunity. surrounded by possibilities never imagined back home. This is why they came here, moving from east to west, from Romania to America, from communist roots to a thriving democracy. As they advanced to the airport, shuffling through travelers and clutching their visas, they cannot help but anxiously wonder about this new beginning, a new home. And you can read the rest of the text. This particular writer chose to do a flashback of her parents coming to America and then deciding on the name that they're going to give her. See the mystery element? See the suspense of where is this writer going? It's going to make the college admissions officer curious. Last one, another descriptive one. A little bit of a twist. In the stillness of the wings, where the air crackles with anticipation and whispers of past performances linger, I wait perched on the edge of the chair, knowing that soon I will dance my last dance. I'm a pair of pointy shoes, worn and weathered, each scuff and fray telling a story of countless hours spent in rehearsal and on stage. My satin is dulled, my ribbons frayed, but I hold the memories, every performance, close, as if they were stitched to my very fabric. This is a unique approach. Another one, very unique approach. This writer, one of my clients, decided to personify her ballet shoes. And eventually, she took this symbolism of her shoes in her essay and connected it to her own life and her want for the college of her dreams. So as you can see, these are different ways to start, different ways to grab the audience's attention. Specifically, that officer, that college admissions officer, sitting in the office reading your personal statement, college essay. Okay, I hope those 3 introductions helped. Those are 3 of the top maybe 15, 20 essays. So I'm showing you the best of the best here. One of those students got into Georgia Tech, one of those students got into Georgia, and one of those students is at Northwestern. Those are the best. Those are their number 1 colleges they want to get into, and they got into them. Those introductions were different, but they had mystery, they had intrigue, and they had a unique writing style that grabbed the attention of the audience, the college admissions. Good luck this week writing. Get the introduction written. Maybe even go from there. Just draft. You'll be surprised how easy it is to continue on writing. And we'll see you next week. Godspeed.